You reap what you sow there, Paradigm. You reap what you sow. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We are here then with a new Deadpan turn. Sure to handle new misery. I can't say there's anything I immediately fear. Maybe Ambon, but I don't know. I think even if he had moved his carriers at full speed, I don't think he could have been in a position to possibly put them under threat this turn. Hello there, /lab. Let me say the hellos then. Let me get this. I need to learn how to say hello all in Japanese. Hello there, George Kilgore, Paradigm. Thou shall rue the day. G-Man, good to have you. Vulcan, as always, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for the turkey. George Kilgore. Not related to George Takai. Besides the twin-like appearance. How you doing there, BGG? Good to have you, my friend. Hello, Horizon. And Carl. Can't go to Carl. Carl's probably in here. I think I saw Carl earlier, but Carl's probably in here. Hello there, /lab. And Brannock. There we go, there's Carl. Hello there, out of here. Good to have you, my friend. Okay, so we'll get things going. I have finally gotten access to the Panzer Corps 2 soundtrack as well, which is brilliant now. How did you know I was Asian? How did you know I'm not? So looking at 4. Up and vanish like a fart in the wind. Well, there we go. So we finally see like a specifically named turn there from Dadman. So that's be fun. How you doing there, Chrome? Good to have you, my friend. Looking icy and chrome-like. Able to be witnessed, I'm sure. Okay. Yeah, I really do like the new Panzer Corps soundtrack, actually. I don't know if it's copyrighted. That's going to be the big test there. Hey, doing that, Fenrir? Good to have you, my friend. It's very dark, very foreboding, which is really cool. Hello there, Jonathan. Good to have you, my friend. Glad I can get paid to watch this. I wish I could say the same. How you doing there, Walter? Good to have you, my friend. But like I saw you the other day, didn't I? Hello there, Jonathan Glantz. Should be working indeed, yes. Right, okay. Troops and equipment from the 16th launch going to be unloading. We're probably going to take some losses at Ambon, I'd imagine. We are reacting over here. So he is sending AKs, it seems, out east, which is interesting. And we do find them. Excellent news. Is that an AP or AK? It looks like a new one. A nice one, I should say. I tell you what, I love his soundtrack. My god, it's so epic. Right, 9 time. My money is on the AK. But it looks like an AP. That's a nice AP. Probably the biggest thing will be Ambon. I can't say there's anything like Mega, but it has been a couple of days, so I might have forgotten about some little things in fact. Right, 6,000 yards. That's a big boy. Big girl. So we'll speed this up. She's pretty much doomed. Yeah, she's doomed. No, but we did hit the President Coolidge, in fact. We did torpedo the President Coolidge on one of the first days of war. And she took a lot of shells there. Yeah, 22 shells. Oh, she was carrying men. Oh, that's a very nice find there. 183 casualties. Oh, that's even better then. Nice. So, yeah, we gained the EP there from troop support as well. That's really nice. That's actually somewhat surprising, but good. I wonder what was aboard there. 217,152. That's interesting. She doesn't go down immediately, but she's pretty buggered. She'll probably burn to death. Yeah, very nice. That was a nice find there. Good to have you, by the way, Horizon. So I'm going to assume that's probably her then, really. Maybe a little bit delayed there. There's no way she could survive that sort of firestorm then, really. We do see more ships out that way, so that's good. Those light cruisers are probably going to be run out of ammunition. But I can have them resupply at Saipan, likely. 19, Task Force 19 reacting there. But this is the good news. We're finding all these actual assets moving out of the area and sinking them as much as we can. So here we go. What do we find, man? This looks like another AP, which is excellent. So this might in fact be carrying troops as well, which is rather intriguing. I really like the soundtrack. So foreboding. It seems YouTube has decided to just stop updating the amount of people watching, so that's cool. It seems to get to about 9 or 11 and just think, you know what? I've done my work. So the President Madison. Okay. There we go. That's what we want there. Yeah, 14cm guns there, hit him. How you doing then, Norbert? Good to have you. He's trying to get them the hell out of Dodge. In fairness, we do have heavy cruisers down here. We have light cruisers. There's obviously air power here. There's not much he can move to this area that isn't going to get sunk. We sank... How many do we see last turn? Yeah, I know, right? It's not actually all that often I get to do something like this. It's really nice. Another 23, very nice. Okay. Again, carrying troops here, which is very good there. Only 5 hits, she's on fire, she's heavily damaged. Looks like we are running low on ammunition here, so we will have to go ahead and rearm at Saipan. But how you doing there, OCB? Good to have you once again, my friend. But that's another 45. She's withdrawing, it seems. Oh, actually, no, we'll continue to chase. Continue to chase, and so they're not out of ammunition. They're out of ammunition. We're just hounding her. Oh, we find something else over here, then. Do they have ammunition left? Right, both attempt to withdraw. Well, at least we know what's actually here, which is intriguing. AS Canopus. Okay, so there's an AS out there too. Right, so she's starting to truck. So what I'll do then is I'll send something out there to go sink those, which should be quite good. That'll be some nice ones. So we've hit 2 APs there, sank one of the APs. Hit another one which is heavily damaged. There's an AS, which would have been nice if sank there as well, but we'll find that one. He doesn't really have any way he can take them. Small ship, but still an AS is good to take out. Obviously that allows him to rearm subs, which is something we do want to prevent, ideally. Right, so... didn't see the unload and ambon during the night, so I think they'll arrive at day. Which... probably worse. Probably worse, but I will. So, Catalina Balingayan. San Fernando. Interesting. Right, we do have a DDs outside Vigan, and just the northern area of Luzon, really. He did send in a lot of PT boats, and not too long ago we managed to actually fend them off, which was quite good. It looks like a southern force there. That looks like potentially carries there. That maybe, but that could be the... it could be the DDs from Darwin, perhaps. That could be potentially troublesome. We'll have to see there. How you doing there, Sean? Good to have you, my friend. Airstrikes, okay. It looks like we reached the end of the naval movement phase, that's good. So, we do have 3 sweeps coming in over via Rangoon. It's good to see that actual bombers aren't going to be out today, then. Oh, well, that's lucky. We should have had them actually fly yet. That was really lucky, in fact. That was a bloody luck shot there. But we should have had the bombers fly out yesterday. So, speed this up. Can't believe we lost one there. That was a luck shot. Yeah, wow. That doesn't happen that often. Yes, how you doing there, Veg? We are playing against Admiral Dadman, who is a War of the Pacific Admirals Edition moderator on the forum. Very experienced player, who sure likes to make me pay. See ships over here, intriguing. Yes, it's good to have the was it the KI-64s? KI, I forget what they're called now. The Dinas, KI-64s I think it is. I think so. Right, so we have our raid gun in here, unopposed, which is good news. So we have 23 Sallies there, so we are seeing some flank. Okay. I think it was a lucky shot there. So only a few hits on the airfield, nothing tremendous, but that's fine. It's starting to get things moving. So we're actually hitting the ground forces over here in Singapore then. We're not attacking today, as far as I can recall, but we will be attacking tomorrow. The headquarters will be in position for the attack at Singapore tomorrow, which is good. I mean, we shouldn't have actually attacked last turn. That was kind of surprising. It should have been this turn when we did attack, but oh well. Right, continue to hit his forces over here then. Which is obviously going to cause additional disruption and fatigue. So you see some ships out here. I did assign KF-43s to actually escorts. We see a B339D and some Hudsons. Ideally, we can get them. This game got me confused. Right, elements breaking off the attack there, it seems. Yeah. Oh, you're so mean there, G-Man. So mean. Okay, it looks like that's out of the picture here, so we have the Hudsons. They may make it through, but it's a large force. I do wonder what this is. I do wonder if it's actually destroyers from Darwin. It could very well be carriers, that's the thing. It could very well be the carriers. Maybe he did a full speed movement. Who knows? We'll have to see there, really. Buffalo's charging. Right, so he's using his air power over here, which is not too surprising. He's trying to slow our forces approaching Mulmien. However you want to pronounce that, really. I do wonder what it is to the south. I really do wonder. You can try to be closer. Right, so we have some Oscars here. Some of the bombers actually do retreat then. Okay, we do have a lot of flak over Palembang. I almost said Singapore then. Wake, which is organising for the third attempt. I know a lot of people are like, oh, how could you not take Wake? But I don't think they know what it's like playing against a very aggressive and very competent allied player. But yeah, we'll take it. We've got a regiment being readied. Actually, it should be setting off today. We're going to have the Kaga, the Haruna, Kirishima, and Hiei actually assigned to that force as well. So we actually do... And we will finally take Wake. Things have changed though. The carriers are to the south. So we can manage that. Okay, so shoot the Falcons. I need to put pressure on Batavia. Yeah, you can see the flag here. Yeah, well that's it, isn't it? Oh, don't be daft there, BGG. BGG. It just takes time, just takes experience. I think seriously you have to play 2 games before you really sort of get the thing, really. Right, another couple shot down there. That's nice. It's good to see there's actually throwing them against us. BBs are fine, we haven't lost a BB. Which is nice. Coming double G. To the B, to the G, to the G. Right, we have seen some reports out here. Allied torpedo bombers, that could be potentially the third carried over there, which is not too surprising, perhaps. Torpedo bombers, it could be potentially identified as the PPYs, perhaps. But torpedo bombers sort of signals potentially third carrier. We'll see. It's alright, Carl. Alright. Search Catalina destroyed by Cap is good, but is aware of the actual Kidapati? It seems. Maybe not, but I'd be really surprised if it wasn't. But it's good to shoot down a Catalina. Moving south towards the Liger to try and move outside its range there. So we will be prepared to land a Benjamin in the near future, in fact. Okay. Right, I'm going to be very intrigued to see what that force is to the south, or to the north of Darwin. Something else just sank there, possibly the other AP. Not sure. Right, unloading over there. I'm taking the islands there with those little forces. Poor monkey brain. Right, we do have the unloading over here at Ambon. We are going to be taking coastal gunfire. I want to know what that is. I want to know what love is. It doesn't look like a carrier, so who knows. So, we're probably going to take some coastal gunfire. The heavy cruiser can take this more than most. The light cruisers, there's 2 light cruisers in here as well. But it's going to suck, it's going to hurt. We're probably going to have quite a few AKs that are going to take some fire here. Right, Kinu. We'll see, we might get lucky, but the AK is probably going to come out pretty badly. But we do have a good number of, like, disposable ones. Right, 150mm opening up here. Industry you can kinda ignore. It's more sort of like air production, engine production, R&D that you want to be taking a look into. Industry we haven't really modified, to be honest. Why don't you have your bombers and naval attack and search at the same time? Well, you can, but the reason is you don't want to be going in and attacking something that you don't really know about. Industry's doing pretty damn well, actually. Like, we're doing really quite well. We've used quite... I don't know, actually. To be honest, we haven't used a tremendous amount of supply for the R&D. We're doing pretty well, to be honest. We have gained access to quite a lot of the actual oil and resource... Well, just the oil and fuel sites in the Dutch East Indies. So the economy is going to be doing quite well shortly. The convoys are underway. Okay, we'll speed this up over here. We'll probably hear some shell hitting. Couple... Okay, not bad, actually. Not bad at all. 3 shell hits on fire, 1 shell hit. Not bad. 11 casualties there. Not bad. Yeah, not bad, actually. We may take additional bombardment, but that's not bad, actually. I expected far, far worse. 21 casualties there. Yeah, Paradigm. Paradigm. Spelling shame in me because I was too lazy to actually check that I'd actually read it out correctly. Oh, dear. Right, so we do have the deliberate attack over here at Malacca, which is good. Actually, seems like there was less AV than I had anticipated, so that's good. So we do have the 4th and the 7th Tank Regiment attacking along with elements of the 4th Division. A good chunk of AV. So we do take the base of Malacca. Punjab Battalion surrenders, which is good. Punjab Battalion surrenders. I hope they all surrender. And where do they retreat to? That's the interesting thing. Where do they go? Regiment gun. Okay. I wish I didn't go that way. But okay, at least I can continue to move north. But we do take BLeAcHACiD here today. So we suffered a grand total of 8 casualties. We inflict 2,793 here. Obviously, they're going up against tanks. This is clear terrain. They're not going to do well. We had more AV to begin with as well, so... Yeah, no fort value. Yeah. There's not much you can do against that. Not much you can do against that. So that's nice. That's nice. Okay, we do have a... Oh, okay, so there's only 16 at Ambon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll take Ambon probably on the first attack there. Probably fairly confident we'll take that first attack. You might need moderators. Do I? Not at the moment, but in the future probably, yes. Lingayan's fortifications expanded, which is good. Okay, so pretty good turn all round so far, really. Not tremendously exciting, but pretty good, actually. Well, this is it, George Verney. It's the fact that just having the ability to put the lessons learned into action is good. Like, Dadman is going to be quite nasty. He might win in Ambon, yeah. I like you, G-Man. You can stay. I think I made most people mods just so I could post links. Okay. Subchase there. 1184th Naval Guard there. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Okay, wow. First things first, let's take a look down here then. What do we see? One ship. What do we see in this area? Do we see the carriers? Does he see our carriers? He does. Well, that's no surprise. We did shoot down a Catalina at least. Obviously, these forces are heading to truck. We do have forces heading back down to the area as well. Actually, a surprisingly quiet turn. Do we see anything else out this way? We do see ships over here. MTBs. The good news is the destroyers actually didn't take any issues, which is nice. So the BB Fuso is going to be heading north over there. They actually move further than I anticipated, which is always an interesting one. I had refueled them at sea, seems they moved significantly farther than I would have imagined, in fact. Yeah, so that's why I expected them to actually link. But that's fine. So what we'll do then is obviously have them shift north. That's good news. God, I like this soundtrack. It keeps playing, but I like it. Right. Ultra Report has contact with AVP where task force is south of Ambon. Okay. Oh, is that what it's listed as a AP? Well, that's good to know about. So we'll take a look at ship sunk. It's not listed anything this turn, but obviously there will be things here as well. Yeah, we got kind of anal. Dadman said he wasn't paying much attention to Luzon and Malaya, which I can totally understand. But I'm happy about, and he kind of gave it to us, which I'm happy about. Obviously, we've seen how dangerous he can be sinking a light and escort carrier. We've seen how dangerous he can be with his actual USN carriers. He's far from done. It's only just the beginning, really. So, aircraft losses today, then. So, 0 loss today was unfortunate. So, 6 Falcon shot down, 5 139s. We do lose 2 48s there to op losses of Singapore, I imagine. 2 G4s to Ops, a Dina. Yeah, Ziggy I, 46, Cat 46, and Oscar. 0. Mavis is unfortunate. I like Mavis very much. I just wish we had like Catalinas because they're... we got more range here, but that search rate is really nice. B339. So 9 to 11, not too bad. I'm glad I said it like 9 to 11. I realised afterwards there. But not a bad turn at all, really. I mean, that was quite pleasant. Really fairly painless, in all honesty. I am extracting the Yokosuka 3rd SLF over here as well, so there's only 24 troops over here, so they'll be completely off of Port Blair shortly. I'm going to get a little bit more supply into Port Blair. And the good thing is about Port Blair is it is giving us that reconnaissance out this way now. Still shipping over here. Indeed, okay. It'd be nice if we could potentially operate maybe G4s from here, but I don't know if it's even worthwhile, really. So we'll be able to make use of these bases over here shortly. These forces are closing on Mulmin. Right, so they're closing in now. I mean, they've been in combat mode anyhow, so it's not too surprising. It's not exactly disrupting our plans there. They can arrive when they please, really. It's no big deal. Right, okay. We got over here then. So we do have the paratroopers over here. Okay. Right, so there's additional aviation moving into Champon. That's going to be great. So let's take a look at our forces over here then at Singapore then. So 379, 247, 445. Let's see. Obviously the 4th isn't fully... It didn't have its full TOE as it crossed. Obviously there's elements of it to the north there. It's 81. So 43, 45, 41. Yeah, that crossing was unfortunate. We have 1,071 AV. But the good news is we have the headquarters in position, which is absolutely excellent. So that's good. I'll see you later, 80. I was going to say, I thought you had to go. But no, at least we got to see a good turn there. Have a good night, my friend. I'm looking forward to moving into India, really. Looking forward to if we can manage that. I think that's completely possible. But yes, we have the Army Corps in position. I think we can go quite confidently for a deliberate attack. I'll set it for a deliberate attack, but we may change our minds, but I think we can manage a deliberate attack there. There's not that much there to begin with, really. The sooner we take Singapore, the better. So we'll set a deliberate attack to begin with, then. Yes, we have 42 AV over here of the 4th Division that obviously will link up with the rest of the 4th Division in the future. The good news is then, so what do we catch over here? 1,400 supply, some supply, sorry, fuel as well is always good. Intact as well, which is a good thing there. They have high disruption. Maybe. I'm going to leave it as it is for the time being, but I think I might change mind. Well, we'll have a little bit more time to think about that. I suppose in retrospect we could... Yeah, I think... We don't see any forces down here. Yeah, we'll give that some time then. I was thinking, well, what if his carriers are coming? But then again, we don't see the carriers right now. So, it doesn't seem he has gone north. Whoops. So yes, we'll give them that time to rest then. So another day's rest then is not going to hurt, I suppose. Yeah. I was thinking if the carriers were south, but we haven't seen the carriers, so no, we can rest here. It looks like we'll take it on the 31st then. Alright, we do have these other corps moving down here as well. Yeah, all these forces moving south here. The Shipping Engineer Regiment's very nice at Mersing, so it helps to unload as well, which is handy. So, let's see, we have 25th there. So that's going to take some time. That's going to take some time. So it's going to take some time for these elements to move south. We do have some actual aviation here as well. This base force can begin moving now. Right, there we go. Oh, Jesus, lubricant. Okay. So our forces have arrived over here at Taiping, which is good. So we are closing on that to finish off Malaya. There's not much left of Malaya now, which is good. Would have been easier had his forces retreated to the bases, but hey, that's okay. Save, save, save. Well, what I'm going to do here then is I'll save it. I'm not going to be doing terribly much more. Let's make a save here quickly then. Oh, I wanted to ask, by the way, does anybody have any knowledge of the Napoleonic Wars? I know it's a bit of a random question, but it's quite pertinent to what I wanted to do in the future. Let's go ahead and send that. It's going to sound pretty out of left field, actually, now I think about it. There we go. Yes, give the attack order at Ambon, I agree. The reason why I ask anyway is I'm wanting to learn how to play General de Brigade in 6, so I'm thinking about making it a French 6mm force. So that's me. I need to find anybody who knows things about the Napoleonic Wars, so I know how to actually set things up. I know Napoleon was a French dude. I like that. Okay, there's me like trying to find some acolytes. Okay. Yes, Ambon went actually tremendously well. So we do have plenty of supply there. Yeah, so there's some damage to some of these ships, but tremendously well, all things considered. 438, so there's not a huge amount of supply. I would say no. Well, at least you're honest. So here at Darwin, we see light cruiser still. Now, Darwin to Ramborn is 15 hexes. He could potentially muck with that, but I don't think he would. I had hoped they might have unloaded more supply. What we might want to do then is take the high value ships, or potentially take, potentially take some of these higher value ships and actually have them potentially move out of the area already. They've unloaded all their troops, which is the important aspect. It's just a supply here. There's a shitload of supply there, to be honest. Importantly as well, we do see the arrival, but not the unloading of... Right, okay, they are here now, which is good. So we do have the 11th Air Fleet and 2 additional aviation units. Sorry, and some... yes, 3 additional aviation units, which is nice. And so the good news is we will have torpedo capability here at Kandahar. We're going to have a very high level aviation support command as well, which is going to be very nice. As you can see, we need quite a lot, 95. So we'll have that next turn, which is great news. Which will make Kandahar absolutely solid. That one I can't answer to regarding the bunnies. So when can we expect to start producing KF-45s? Well, we do have that R&D underway. Well, let's see. They're not far away. Yeah, okay. So we have 12... Obviously, this is already okay. Yeah, so not far away. We're going to have it soon, really. We might be able to bring it forward by a month, or possibly more than that. 1st of May, Infinite saying there. So not long now. And we're still in 41 at this moment in time, so not long, not long. Oh, they were not advanced. Is it just too close, then? That makes sense, then. Also, because it's so close already. That's fine. Okay. Oh, they're still loading troops here. Well, the good news is, now that I know, well, at least now that we can see there's no actual carriers down here, what I could do is actually potentially split these forces up. Split these ships up and actually take these bases here. We could take 3 in a day then, which would be quite nice. So if I take a look over here then, we do have the 1st Gen F-Koi. A little bit of AV would be nice if we had a Kopang. I'd probably have one here just to stay. And not yet, but we are building it. We're also building Shinano, which is good. Okay. How far on are we at Leh? So at Leh we're at 51%. We do have the engineers heading to Leh now. I will be able to take Gazmata soon. So the question comes down to where are his carriers? He could still be potentially hiding in the Gulf of Carpentaria. He could still be potentially hiding in this sort of area. There's a point at which my naval search doesn't reach in here. He could be in there. Is he in there? I don't know about that. The good news is the threat is significantly less. I could just essentially leave a couple AKs to unload supply there. It would have been great had they actually had enough supply when they unloaded, but oh well. Yes, they have planned for Ambon as well. So we'll order that. So set that there. Okay. Should have the supply we need. Possibly. I think he's got significant torpedoes left. He's probably got significant sorties left. He might be headed south, that's the question. So I think it's probably the right move for us to continue to head south. What do we see here then? We see a ship over there, which is rather intriguing. That's been detected by Jakes over here at Talawa. Intriguing. Moving east. We did see reports out here over the subs, actually. I do have the first of the sub-mine lane missions going ahead. We do have all of the submarines essentially heading back to Kwajalein, which we can actually reorder. The good news is they can refuel here. I'm probably going to need more fuel here shortly, but we have enough to refuel those subs, I'd imagine. But yes, we will have the subs rearmed, refueled, and then we'll have them sent out. I don't think they need to rearm most of them anyway. In fact, probably 99% of them don't even need to rearm, which is good news. So, over here then, what do we spy? We know there's assets over here which we can deal with. I mean, this is the question earlier as to why he sent them out that way. Well, there's a heavy cruiser here, there's a light cruiser here, there's a heavy cruiser here. There's a BB task force over here. Yukaze. Alright, you're moving now, which is good. They're currently loading supplies. Worth having them. How you doing that, Anna? Do you still need new CVs in 44? Wouldn't it be better getting ships earlier? Well, I can show off what we're doing here in terms of industry. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Ship availability, so I'll show CVs then. So I'm just producing them normally here, not putting any additional into the actual carriers, at least the light carriers and the fleet carriers. Maybe in the future we might change it. I am accelerating 2 of the escort carriers because obviously this uses merchant points. Also we don't have, well, we're not, well yeah, we do have PPs. We're not accelerating the Yamato or Musashi. Nothing accelerated here. We are accelerating the destroyers though. Obviously every destroyer that we can build will accelerate and get it earlier, which is going to be quite nice. Let's see. Which is going to be the newest one? ETA. Yeah, 66 days there. So these guys might in fact arrive in 33 days once we have Kazagumo, which is a Gumo class. I'll see you later, Venge. Have a good one, my friend. These are very nice. They do come with a decent amount of AA. It would be nice if these were dual-purpose guns. They might be upgraded to potentially become dual-purpose guns one day. Yeah. They've got a decent amount of 25s, but the 25s are kind of like, they might, I don't think they're dual-purpose. They might be dual-purpose, potentially it's just not showing me. There we go. Obviously these APDs will be arriving in the future. APs here, obviously just producing normally AKs, as you can imagine. Actually, as far as it goes for AKs, halted pretty much. Actually, I might want to actually hold more, but it doesn't particularly make much of a difference. Can hit ships just not well. Yeah. The asterisk is not on that screen. Right, I was going to say, because I'm sure that's like dual-purpose guns, because 25 doesn't make sense. So yes, those are dual-purpose guns, as I mentioned. Right, so we do have these subs here halted for the time being. We may change that, actually. Can't remember what the reason was for this, so we'll take a look into that one. The asterisk indicates that it has dual-purpose guns, i.e. they can shoot, obviously, aircraft and, obviously, search targets. AMCs. Oh, good, so we'll have the Akagi Maru tomorrow. And a subtender, the Heian Maru. I can't remember what the reasons were. We'll reassess that, to be honest. I can't recall what it was. It might have been just a mistake or something like that, as far as it goes, really. Okay. I'm glad. I'll tell you what, it was a nice turn. It was a very nice turn. Let's take a look at our forces at Luzon then, actually. Right, excellent. So we have been reinforced by artillery and the engineers here at Luzon. Excellent news there. There we go, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent news. There we go. It might have just been a mistake there, to be honest. If you remember from the surface engagements from your Mine Islands campaign, we saw 25s. Well, that's true, that's true. Yeah, it might have just been a mistake or something like that. I can't remember any reason. I can't see there being much in the way of reasons as to not. So we'll restart them afterwards. Okay. So we have 21st, 38th, and 48th in the 2nd divisions over here, which is looking excellent. Supplies is sufficient. Fatigue's not too bad. Disruption's not too bad. They'll recover that. Question is, do I attack tomorrow? Let's take a look. We do see units moving over here from Bataan. It looks like he's trying to get everything out of Bataan there, it seems. We know there's more ships here, which is good. So we can go ahead and pick up on those guys. Okay. He hasn't... I don't know how many units start here, but I don't think he's moved fast. So let's take a look then. So over here then we do have additional artillery. Right, 65th Brigade has arrived here to be our rear guard, which is excellent. It probably will have that sent to Bataan as well to take Bataan since so it actually has planning. We do have artillery that will arrive tomorrow. The question comes down to, is it worthwhile waiting for the artillery? Well, this is it. We have sunk a good number of them lately. And if we take a look over here, then ships sunk. And if I go to AKs... Yeah, so you can see here, these are the ships that we've sunk so far. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's quite a lot of the list there. But this isn't the whole number there. There's going to be ones that we've sunk that won't be reported here. But we have sunk a good number of them, which is quite nice. Oilers, there's more than that, I'd imagine, actually. I think we sank all the tans, but it might not be listed as of yet. We've sank more tankers than that as well, which is nice. Apparently some SS as well, which is good. Yeah, the auxiliaries as well, which is nice. I'm quite happy about hitting the AMCs as well, because they're quite nice with their capacity there. Yeah, these guys as well. So we've sank a few. We've sank a few. These guys obviously take up a lot of points there. So if they take up shells, which you'd rather spend elsewhere. One of them. Let's see. We know we definitely sank Prince of Wales. Sorry, we definitely sank Repulse. Repulse went down. Oh yeah, she went down. She went down off the Battle of Sinkwang. Prince of Wales, we did torpedo twice from the air, but we haven't seen her since. It does make you wonder quite a lot where she might be. We know that we sank... obviously, these are the ones that we sank so far. These were the bastards that took out the two light carriers last turn, unfortunately. Well. We did sink Houston. The Raider was sank by a torpedo from a sub-batch, a couple of torpedoes. Java and Trump... They took a lot. Trump was actually sank by... Was it Butsu? I can't remember which one it was. It might have been Haruna, perhaps. I can't remember which one it was. No, it wasn't Haruna. I can't remember which one it was, actually. Okay. Well, that's true there, George. Actually, that's a really nice way to put it. I think we had... Like... Boys? Boy? I don't know. I always pronounce it wrong. Okay. So that's arriving in there tomorrow to unload additional aviation, which is good. Is that additional AEA too? No, additional aviation is good news. Man, I love this noise. This soundtrack. Yeah, boys. Boise. Nah. It's not really like that. That unit, for an annoying reason, went the wrong way. So it's going to have to go there. Okay. So what do we see here? 31 fighters, 42 bombers. So he is making Batavia his stand there. Okay. Rangoons, we've seen 10, 15. I'm surprised he hasn't brought the HA21s here, actually. Surprised. Right, so we do have our forces in position over here, then. Things look fine. I'll take a look shortly. So we'll order an attack. Right, there we go. We're prepared to go ahead and take Luoyang shortly. Should have a second division moving out this way. There's additional divisions moving north. Moving a division to Shanghai to actually garrison there. Possibly, I don't know. Possibly. I think he might be using them somewhere else, to be honest. So, Batavia. So it's 51,000 here. And the thing about Batavia is it is nasty, it is defended, but it's only ×2 terrain. And the beauty is it does have coastal guns, I believe, and it does have mines. The thing is you can defeat that. You can defeat the mines, you can defeat the actual coastal guns. Essentially what you'd be better off doing is just bring in battleships in with destroying minesweeper and escort. The thing about Batavia is it can never be a true fortress, due to the fact that it's on the coast. Essentially, as Japan, we can bring a ungodly large hammer against it continuously. Like, all we'd have to do is just park an AKE somewhere over here. Obviously, have air power control of the area. And just park an AKE and just pound the living shit out of it. Oh, I know, but this is it. It's one of those things of, like, the coastal defense guns are only so good. Batavia can be beaten to a bloody pulp. I don't know. In some ways, I think it might be a mistake for allied players to, like... I don't know. He's got his units over here in Batavia, but I don't think he's actually moved much in Batavia. I think a allied player would probably fare better by fighting from the interior, holding on to these mountainous hexes over here. These are kind of nasty. Well, this is it. It can go many ways, really, can't it? But the fact that you were still able to bring in daily BB bombardment says a lot there, doesn't it? So it's one of those things of, yes, it is a nasty target, but you're bringing BBs to bear against it. You're bringing the heaviest goddamn artillery daily. You can manage it in time. Okay. So I only intended to do the replay here today. So, I think we'll call it about there, but things are looking pretty good. We did manage to do very well. I mean, saying... looks like there's still mines here. The fact that we took BLeAcHACiD intact and some marines are intact has been really nice there. Would be nice had we taken Palembang intact, but hey, I'll take it. Continue to repair oil over here in Marine, which is good, so we have a supply there. Yeah, but then the thing is, it's like, what can you do against being bombarded? Java's it just can't hold. It just can't hold forever. It will inevitably collapse. Okay. I'm looking forward to, well, we'll have Singapore soon then, so potentially 2 days rest then, it seems. Over here. I might order a bombardment at Luzon, perhaps. I think we do want to wait for the disruption fatigue to lower, so maybe we do order a actual bombardment. I'll set it to a bombardment for the time being. I do also need to change Singapore, but I've changed Singapore, so that's good news. Okay, so we'll set a bombardment for now. I think I might as well wait until I have the additional guns in place. We don't have to rush things over here on Luzon, which is nice. And we also do have 3 independent engineer regiments over here, so additional regiments moving into the area. Which is excellent news. So, as far as it goes over here, then in Malaya, with Malacca fallen, that's good, we can move there. Secondary road, thank God, but I'd rather take all the bases in the area before taking that. It is annoying because it means that even if I take Temla, I can't use the rail line, but I can't use the rail line anyway because of these units. Maybe this rail line could be used, we'll see. It is major road down there. The armor could move there. I don't know if there's actually going to be any forces in Kuala Lumpur. We'll have to get some reconnaissance there. But at Taiping, we have our force here then, so if I take a look. I'll be looking to reform the 55th Division as well shortly. Okay. So 466 AV is, I'm going to say, probably sufficient to take it. I'd say probably sufficient. There's a decent amount of armor here as well, which is nice. So I will set that to a deliberate attack. They're all planned for Rangoon at this moment in time as well. I am moving more engineers over here to Georgetown. The reason being so I can actually have them here, but I want to repair the facilities here and kind of use Georgetown as potentially a refuel site for the MKB, perhaps. The good news is, well, I need to satisfy the garrison requirements, so that's something to bear in mind. These guys, oh yes, they move to a low star, so yes, they can march over there. Yes. Okay, so we'll have them all in... I'm going to say all in rest and training. God, I love this music. Who's moving? Is anybody moving? I don't think anybody's moving. I don't understand why it's telling me that. Okay. Right, let's see. These engineers can be moved across to Georgetown to accelerate the repairs. Sure, ask away whatever it is there, George. But did you free up any railway guns to besiege Singers? Well, I don't think we actually get railway guns. We get the massive arse mortars, but they're not like... They're good, but they're not like be-all end-all sort of thing. The Japanese, for the most part, have lots of experience and usually lots of morale. Like, 90 is actually fairly average, to be honest. It feels like 90 is about average. You see that fairly often. 1995. Let's see. 71. 62. Maybe the regiments, then. But again, our division's 3 regiments, isn't it? I might have to talk out my arse there, to be fair. Let's see. Oh no, there we go. I'm not talking on my arse. It's just regiments. Yeah, 1890 there. And this is the thing. It's like Japanese troops are not to be underestimated in the earlier war. Like, obviously, they can't keep up with the Allied forces as the years progress, but they definitely can and do give a good account of themselves. They are quite nasty. Okay. I do like this soundtrack, actually. It's very industrial, I like that. So, yes, what we'll have to do then over this way. Let's see. I might take the actual KI-46s over this way and potentially move them out this way to actually run that level search. How you doing there, Racer? Good to have you, my friend. Let's see. Right. But yeah, this is what we're calling it here today. Obviously, I'll probably be producing a summary video in the not too distant future. But I hope you guys have had an excellent day, and it's been an excellent turn. Very nice all round. So we're going to have another day's rest at Singapore and Benatak. We'll have a bombardment at Luzon. The beauty is we're not having to deal with his big guns over here at Clark. If he's moving these guys out of here, he's not going to have much. The important thing is the guys over here at Manila, really. So we'll see. They'll be coming back one day. It's just one of these of there's not a tremendous amount that I can do here right now. It's nice to have a little bit of fortune to go over things. The beauty is, it's a good turn. And in good turns, there's less to do, which is nice. But there's a lot of under-the-hood things I'm going to have to take a look at. But we'll be back one day. We'll be back. I mean, I did, like, Jesus Christ, like 4 hours of Dark Star the other night, and just no worries. It's one of those games I can just do for hours for some reason. But there we go. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys do feel like I've actually earned your support, potentially do consider becoming a patron. There is a lot of rewards available now, to point that out. I can hook you up with a tank fam. I can hook you up with a 10mm tank fam. That's what I'm trying to say. But I fuck up the outros every time. So I'm going to say a big thank you to my actual patrons here in just a second. I need to have that list. Right. Still trying to find the list. There we go. Right, so a big thank you to Mr. Alex Diligent Gravy, Mr. Baines, BLeAcHACiD, Deepic Duck, Dinkerbat4, Eric Wild, Erkkijuusto, Fon4123, George Kilgore, Gregory VanHouten, Iceycrome, Imperator Thrawn, James Lindsay, Lord Luba, Ove, Cato, Borsheim, my newest patron. Thank you so very much there, man, for that 30 a month. But I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you so very much. And do get in contact with me if you would like a reward, obviously, on the Discord. I'm in that role, or even if you'd like a 10mm tank sent out. Thank you very much for that, Paradigm Blue, Paul Sanders, Raphael, Dick Chambers, Ricky Blinson, Sam Smatch, Stanislav, SunYan, SunYan Daniel, but I don't think SunYan knows, Talon1 Eve, Colton, Thunder, and Tim Demhone. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You guys really are amazing. It's great to have such support. Really is really nice. It puts books on the shelves, and that's a good thing. I have actually ordered a new book called The Blitzkrieg Legend, which is a book about, obviously, the Blitzkrieg, obviously the 1940s. Supposedly, it comes highly recommended, supposedly it's highly accredited, so that's going to be quite good. So there you go. Until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now, guys.